School violence is a homegrown problem with a grassroots solution. Students like you and I must reach out to one another within and without on-campus organizations to create a safe and hospitable environment for ourselves and future generations. So here we're trying to start the fight against school violence. It starts with you. From the year 2000 to the year 2008, there were 5 mass shooting events per year. In the year 2013, there have already been 12, according to Attorney General Eric Holder. From 2000 to 2008, there were 324 people shot and 145 killed in mass shooting events. Between 2009 and 2012, there were 404 people shot and 207 killed. In the second week of classes here in the North Harris area, Spring High School was hit with such an event. A brawl broke out between students, resulting in a stabbing incident. 1 student died, 3 others were injured, and a 4th gave himself up for arrest. This wasn't targeted violence, it was a spontaneous act, a crime of passion. I asked some students at Lone Star North Harris how students they knew at the school reacted to the situation.
What I know, what they told me was that they were scared, and that one of them was actually close to that particular spot.
At the high school?
Yeah, at the Spring High School. They were really close to exactly what happened. And one of them was actually late to school, so he kind of was happy that he didn't see what happened. And then another one was actually probably like 2 feet away from it or something like that.
Jeez.
So they were actually super scared and nervous, and they were just freaking out like everyone else at Spring High School was.
They were scared. They didn't really know what to do, and like it affected them, but they think that it was handled really badly. Like they made too much hype about it, and it should have been the school working together with the parents to make it better.
It was pretty bad. They were kind of like traumatized. It was pretty bad. It was very weird. Instagram, like literally everybody found out within 30 minutes when it happened. It was viral within just that period.
They were very afraid about that. Mostly the parent. My aunt was, afraid. She wanted to transfer my cousin out of the school, but they said they were going to get things back in order and into control, so I guess she's trusting their word. But it was very brutal, very, violent.
She was actually in the cafeteria when the stabbing happened, and my auntie was right down the road, stuck in traffic behind it, but kind of just stayed away and asked questions.
So what are we doing now? Since the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary in Newton, Connecticut last December, gun control has been a hot topic for politicians and the media. But gun control does not address stabbing situations like what took place at Cy-Fair in spring. I asked Lone Star North Harris students to describe what they think our schools and communities are doing to fight school violence.
I think they're trying to control what the students bring into the school. Well, at the high schools, they're trying to go through metal detectors, make sure they have mesh backpacks so that they can see the stuff they bring in. So that way they can know if any knives or guns are being brought into the school.
I know on the campus now we have like security walking around more now, and now it's like they have it to where like instead of the students just being out by themselves, like we have security rolling around like on campus all day while we're in school, while we're walking around. So I think like now that the students see the security guards now, I don't think they're gonna attempt to do, because I don't know if at first, like I said, I wasn't here. I don't know if at first the security was walking around or around, during the time. But I know now I see a lot of security guards, so I don't think they'll do it now.
It seems like they have more security now, more police. It's a lot of things they can still improve.
Not enough. Because I walk around here and honestly someone could pull a gun out at any moment, and I look around and there's no officer, there's no camera, who's gonna stop, whatever,
Yeah.
So not enough.
I think they started doing that whole searching thing. Metal detector.
metal detectors, and I don't know how to stop them.
It really isn't. You can use anything as a weapon these days. You can use a pencil, a pen, a ruler. You can use anything. So are they just gonna like take everything away just to prevent anything happening?
Well, mostly I see a lot of security guards going around, just trying to make sure that everything is okay. The signs really don't. I mean, they have signs to try to prevent weapons from getting in here, but that's something that they can do.
Student-run organizations like the Atheist and Agnostic Society, the Christian Student Organization, and the Gay Straight Alliance, among others, have been instrumental in creating more inclusive cultures at high schools and colleges throughout the nation. Now we call on all students that are and aren't part of such organizations to work to make school a safe haven for all its attendees.
Try to get along more. Try to get along with everyone. Not be so what's the word? Not try to be I forgot the word.
Confrontational?
No, like, oh, I don't like them because they're a certain color. Racist. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's a word. Try to be not to be so racist. Try to get along with everyone. I mean, everyone's practically the same. It's just different skin color, different cultures and stuff.
Well, we can do like more organizations, I would say, more things to where we're like coming together as a whole, as a group, instead of everybody against each other. We can have like little meetings and stuff to where like students can come and get to know each other, different students around, because I know it's a lot of people that goes here that we don't know, that we never get to have a conversation with people that walk around, and I feel like if we got to know each other more and talk to each other, it would be a different story. We wouldn't be, so against each other.
I think they should start having metal detectors. Like, I know they probably can't afford it in each class, but entering certain buildings just to, at least making them wear, mesh or clear backpacks like they do to high school students, because, or even give people some psychology classes, because people can't cope with a lot of problems, so that makes them quick.
I mean, they should have more security. Like, I see it that they have a lot, but they should have more.
It doesn't seem like it's enough for all the students that
there was another shooting in Nevada.
Right, yeah.
So,
that high school, middle school in Reno.
That it's happening everywhere, that they need to be more secure with their security.
I think we need to get more educated on it. The reasons why people do this, or seek counseling, or get some there and ways to help us prevent it from happening.
There's a lot of things. Like she's saying, I think we should be more educated. Yes, I'll see you on Monday. Thank you. That's all I gotta say.
I think that it could be enforced earlier, like implemented, like this is not what you're supposed to do, because it happens in the family too. People, it doesn't not just at school, it's not the school's responsibility, so if there were other ways for families to get violence counseling or like information about it earlier, then it would be better.
Self-defense lessons.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's any way to prevent violence, because people are going to do crazy things regardless of how many sane people are around them. But the best thing that you can do is learn how to protect yourself.
I don't know. I haven't really seen anything. I think it's just making sure that kids are put in a good environment. Like, they have to be distracted from things that aren't bad. They need to be involved more.
So what do you think students can do to ensure there's less violence in schools?
Talk to each other and understand each other and why things happen, and be better to each other. Stop being so violent to each other, because they can change it on their own.
I don't even know. Counseling, maybe talk to somebody, but it's like nobody ever wants to talk, and that's like the main key, is to talk to somebody at least.
Yeah, not let your anger out on somebody else.
Like that one kid that killed himself at Westfield. He killed himself because he was being bullied. And it's like he friends, he could have at least talked to somebody. But I mean, sometimes you feel like you're in that one spot, a particular spot that you can't talk to anybody, and you feel alone. So I'll say, yeah, maybe counseling.
Well, mostly I see a lot of security guards going around, just trying to make sure that everything is okay. The signs really don't. I mean, they have signs to try to prevent weapons from getting in here. And that's something we can do.
Much like He-Man, you have the power. Unlike He-Man, you're a real person with real actions and decisions with consequences. Treat people how you'd like to be treated. Extend a helping hand to those in need. And try to find common ground rather than escalation when you find yourself in confrontation. Only you can prevent school violence because, as a student, it starts and ends with you.